Hello everyone and welcome to the STC Ultimate Ascension Reborn 2026. I'm here commentating a round 1 match in Shane versus Jordan. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great round 1 match. Let me post the link here in stream links and we'll get started here with practice 1. Already hopping in and I'm already having internet issues. Okay, I don't know. Hopefully this match doesn't pan out like last time where it just has uncontrollable internet issues the entire time, as that was really unfortunate and did kind of ruin a lot of the commentary experience, the spectating experience, so that would suck if that were to happen again. And to be honest, if it is an issue, I genuinely might request pausing this match. But I think it might be flattening out a little bit. But anyway, obviously, Shane, being one of the higher LF players in the community, definitely is favored to win this match, favored to win 5-0. I don't see Shane losing a map unless something happens with Shane's consistency. I don't see Shane losing to time in any way, really. So I think the only factor will be Shane's consistency, which Shane is not the most consistent in tournaments. I mean, we saw him falter in losers round 1 to marbles, so things like that can happen. However, I think Shane has been practicing, has been improving. I think this should be a much better experience for him. And it is important to mention this is Shane's first tournament match on computer. He's finally switching away from mobile, joining a huge chunk of the community that plays on computer, as he was kind of a black sheep in prior tournaments, but now he is officially on the same platform. Not the same platform as Jordan, though, who is a mobile player. He's new to the community, up-and-coming speedrunner, has multiple mobile world records, something that Shane is very, very known for. So, yeah, I am interested to just see more so how Jordan performs, if maybe he has consistency issues. I don't know if his speed. I know Jordan's a very consistent player. That's his play style, is just very, very consistent, but you never know what can happen in tournaments. I mean, everything you believe about yourself can be flipped on your head. Sorry about that. Shane taking quite a bit of practice here on laser tag. I mean, maybe not necessary, but can, maybe comfort him mentally. Just kind of get him into that mood of playing SR. So I see these more as warm-ups rather than practice, but obviously the other maps practice will tell us the truth on that. To be honest, unfortunately, I don't think Shane's, particular lines matter too bad. I just think if he stays alive throughout these rounds, he should be good against Jordan. But we are now starting round 1. Good luck to both. Jordan, his STC debut, does have apparel that I am rocking. Chose to skip out on the Shane jersey today. Round 1. Yeah, and honestly, I think the story that's going to be told in these first couple laser rounds is just the experience that these guys have. Oh! Wow, Shane. This is the exact issues I was talking about. If Shane doesn't stay alive, that's where Jordan's chance will come in. As obviously you can tell, Jordan's lines aren't as technically advanced, but his consistency will make up for it as he finishes a 23-4. And for most players, I would say it's just a one-off mistake. I wouldn't worry about it, but Shane does have a little bit of a history, so I wouldn't worry about it too hard right now, but I would already be getting a little nervous if I was Shane. That is not at all the start that he wanted. But as I was saying, what was I? I was saying, yeah, I mean, you can tell just instantly his first couple turns that Shane's lines are just a little bit cleaner. And I don't think anybody is... Oh, Shane! Another death! Off the bat! 2 deaths to start for Shane. This is... Oh, and Jordan misses the jump, giving him a death. They're trading deaths. This is the exact scenario that Shane does not want to put himself into. I mean, losing map 1... Shane calling for a redo. He's calling for game 3s. Alright, we will give that to him. Still, mentality-wise, I don't... I'm going to let Jordan know to AFK, but I'm not sure how in chat Jordan is I don't think he's able to communicate via Roblox. Okay, he's there. Redo round 2 for Shane. So I'm just explaining to Jordan. Shane finishes out cleanly, 23-1. All right. Now we are back on track. Both will be racing here in round 3. Both of them 1 death. Shane, obviously the mentality of having a death that, you know, didn't end up counting, but still having that, you know, in your mind. Oh, Shane does survive that jump that was giving him troubles. He will be breaking away from Jordan. And to be honest, this is kind of what I expected. I think even if Shane had that first run, no, that second run that we gave a redo, I think even if that counted, I do see Shane just pulling out 23 O's, 23 1s, just being able to very, very safety and still take it. Round 4. If either one of them finish a clean run, they will lock in a solid average. So Shane is maybe freezing again. Yeah, you can tell Jordan's lines are definitely very reserved. Just trying to lock in an average here, I suppose. Which he will end up doing. 23-3. Improving his first couple of runs. Shane, now we're having another redo due to W key. So we will be doing Shane's round 4. Obviously, 2 redos off the bat. I mean, never a good sign, I think. I think if you get into a habit of taking a lot of redos, then, you know, it kind of mess with your head. I can already tell through those first couple turns that Shane is taking this very, very safe. I think he knows that he really shouldn't be pushing lines at all here. Just finishing out 23 O's. Yeah, that's all he needs to do. Alright, so unless something mind-boggling happens here, Shane will likely take laser tag, but let's see what Jordan can pull off here in round 5. I mean, anything is possible for sure. Shane maybe getting bailed out by that lag spike. Oh, Jordan to death. That's unfortunate. Won't matter too much average-wise. Shane finally is under the comfort of having an average, can finally start pushing his lines. Just a 23-0. That's still solid enough. Jordan will be finishing this out. Not a bad tournament strategy if you want to, you know, mentally get yourself into that game, heading into what should be Jordan's best chance of taking a map. We will see. All right, we will now be heading on to map 2. Northern Cliff. So Jordan is a 2-time mobile R15 and R6 world record holder for this map. So Jordan has a lot of experience on this map. I would definitely say it's his best map. Oh, he's opting for skipless. Shane will not be doing the same. He is in his M9 avatar. He's ready to go. Yeah, is attempting double M9. Uh-oh. Practice here. Jordan was not aware that M9s were allowed, so I do believe he will be going for them here. He obviously takes his start very safe, but that does give him a lot of chances to get to that second M9. Shane, who is opting for double M9 strat, might have a couple deaths. Not the most consistent strategy as we see there. Shane already in the lobby, just about 14 seconds in. Jordan will be switching his animations. You see, Jordan will not be taking that first M9, which will give him very, very high consistency at least getting to this. Obviously, he's on mobile. M9s are a bit awkward on mobile. But let's see if he can make it out. He does seem to get the height a lot, but maybe due to avatar issues or he just goes too far forward, isn't able to get up as we already head into round 1. That was a very quick practice. I would still bet on Shane winning the map, but I do think Jordan, this is by far his biggest chance. So if he can lock this in, then that'll be great for him. Round 1. Oh, Shane hits. Oh! Oh! They're now in a race to the second M9. Oh! Jordan gets the height, but not the distance. Shane is in the water. Jordan makes it up. We'll take a 15-5 for skip. 15-5 is winning a skip round. Not something that I imagined. Shane takes a DNF there. I honestly am a little curious. I don't know. Shane might want to, you know, maybe take a skipless round if this keeps happening. But this is the exact same situation we saw him in laser tag, and he ended that out fine. Yeah, Shane is going for skipless. Oh, Jordan just barely misses the height. Shane is in the lobby again. Shane is starting with 2 DNFs to his name. However, on time here, Jordan is not doing well. Super low consistency on the second M9. I mean, when I watch him play, he normally is much higher consistency than this. I think he's going too far forward. Just... Oh, okay. He'll be finishing just a run. I think he maybe knows that Shane's starting with 2 DNFs. That is a big opportunity for him. I mean, just one slip up from Shane might cost it. Maybe he should have made that decision earlier, though, because a 42-8 is not ideal by any standard. Round 3 here. Shane just one mistake away from possibly being eliminated from Northern Cliffs. I do imagine a lot of pressure is on him right now. If Jordan can hit this M9, that would be huge. Yeah, Jordan goes for it. Shane doesn't. Oh, Jordan hits it up! Wow! Jordan is going to get a 8.1! Shane's skipless mega safety will not be able to catch up to that time. Jordan can safety 2 skipless runs here and easily take it. Shane will have to go for the M9 now. Huge M9 from Jordan there. That is exactly what he needed at that point in time. At round 4, Shane is not out of it. Remember, he still has many chances to hit this M9. And Shane is not moving. Jordan hits it again! Monster consistency from him as he gets an 8-2. This is his ideal situation. I guess we're going to be redoing Shane's round 4. This is an uncharacteristically high amount of redos in this match. Hopefully that can be resolved in later maps, but let's see what Shane can do in round 4 here. He needs a very quick time. Oh, he's up. Oh! Oh! Okay. Oh, I don't know. 10.8. I don't know where that lands him. No. Wait. I don't know if Jordan has taken it yet. It's very close between Jordan locking in the win. I think he did. I think Jordan locked in the win on Northern Cliffs. Maybe we can see. We can know for sure. Yeah, Jordan. Jordan will take Northern Cliffs to tie the matchup. 1-1. Jordan, an 8.2 average on Northern Cliffs. Very solid for him. Shane, I'm probably disappointed a little bit. Only hitting 1 sub-skipless run there. Alright, now we are heading on to Ancient Tomb. Shane, please AFK for me. Yeah, great performance. Great performance from Jordan, man. I'm honestly very happy that he won that. Just at least have a map in the bag. But maybe he can carry this momentum. I honestly think the momentum that'll be carried is more so Shane's negative momentum, more so than Jordan's positive momentum. If Shane has another bad couple of maps, I don't know, this just isn't a perfect situation for Shane to be in, but I do have faith in him that he will make it out. I know Northern Cliffs is definitely Jordan's favorite map, I believe, so, you know, having that win is, even if he ends up losing the match 4-1, having that Northern Cliffs win will honestly be a great outcome. As honestly, I was predicting Shane sweep 5-0. Jordan's already outperformed that, so nothing to be ashamed about at all. Now, the next question is, can Jordan rely on inconsistency on Ancient Tomb from Shane? Ancient Tomb obviously being one of the least consistent maps in the game. If Jordan can finish out solid runs, and that literally might mean like 36-second times, then Shane, if he keeps faltering, if he keeps dying, if he keeps safetying too hard, it might not end well. Yeah. That kind of stuff, this is exactly why I say Ancient Tomb is such an interesting map. Anything can happen. And I mean, we saw in Chris versus Altenzi a couple tournaments ago. I mean, you can literally ragdoll across the map and get a DQ just like that instantly. And your run can be over. So if Jordan can capitalize on just random mistakes happening to Shane, some of them not even being Shane's fault, then he could position himself up 2-1 in this match. Obviously, though, that is kind of wishful thinking. I know that's obviously a great outcome for the Jordan fans in the chat, but Shane, I still think that he will finish enough solid runs here. I honestly think his consistency is probably equal to Jordan's on this map. But Jordan is holding his own on terms of time here. I mean, he's right there. He grabs that checkpoint just for extra safety. I don't know if that's a practice-only thing. I don't know if that's the thing that he'll be doing in all runs or what. Jordan, a little bit of low IQ tournament play there. Finishing out, doesn't take as much practice as he could. That's just one of those things you learn with time in tournaments. You just learn exactly what to do, when to do it, but honestly, I don't think, one more race would have helped him too much. I think Shane, who's getting about like a 34 at the ending there, I actually think this will be more beneficial for Shane to practice. But he should be mega safetying this whole map. But I mean, he did try that on laser tag, almost ended up not going his way, so maybe that strategy pans out a little better this attempt. Shane really is doing the mouse strat of getting every ounce of practice squeezed out. Ooh. He wasn't able to iron out silly mistakes yet. Stuff like that, super probable to happen in runs just because of the... All right. Round 1 for Tomb, 1-1 score. Let's see what these guys can do. Jordan may be a little busy typing on Discord instead of getting these runs in. Oh, Shane! What? What in the world? Shane on like the first jump. This is exactly what I mean by Ancient Tomb. I don't know if Jordan knows that Shane died. I think he should safety this one. Wow. That is incredible. I can't imagine the mental pressure Shane is under right now. He was very disappointed in losing to Marbles, and he is possibly gonna be in a losing position to Jordan here. Which, no offense, but these are two completely different skill universes almost. I didn't quite catch the exact times. I think that is correct. All right, round 2 here. Very nice start for Jordan. Going his way is Shane a very early death. Yeah, I've never really seen that in a tournament. Most of the time, the mistakes happen a little deeper into the tomb. Shane, I can't imagine how hard he's safetying right now. Yeah, he's literally going around boxes like that, which top players would never ever do. Jordan not too far behind on time. 34-3, 35-3. Obviously, a player like Shane's caliber getting a 34-3 in tournament is so far from ideal. Round 3 here. Jordan finishing his first 2 runs out. Definitely solid times for him, but in terms of time, it won't really compare to Shane. Shane making a little mistake. Jordan's right there with him. Jordan overtakes him in time. Shane will... Oh! Shane! Oh my god! Shane! It happens. The same thing that happened to Chris against Noel Tenzi happens to Shane. Jordan's running away with it, taking the wide lines. Just for safety. A 35-2 for Jordan. 37-4 for Shane. This is... A map like laser tag, I would completely trust Shane to make mistakes. I mean, no, sorry. A map like laser tag, I would completely trust Shane to come back from these mistakes. You can just finish out solid runs, but an Ancient Tomb is just so volatile. I don't know. Shane one more mistake, and that could be it for Ancient Tomb. Jordan is already locked in a somewhat solid average for him. Obviously, he would love to improve that time, because like a 36 from Shane counting is honestly could still be enough. So if Jordan can get it some 34s, that would be nice. Oh, and Jordan falls. I'm sorry. I'm just very into this match. I'm not getting anyone's name right. Shane, an early 34. 34-2. That's just the exact run he needs. Oh my, wow. That will put the IGT lead for Shane 0.1 total ahead of Jordan. Very, very slim margins here. Jordan is going to he'll need to improve his 35.5 to have a shot. All right, 61.7. Jordan needs to get better than a 35.5 with Shane having a mistake. I don't think Jordan, just reading his Discord chats, I don't think he really knows how score is calculated. I don't think he knows the average format. I think it's like he thinks it's like head-to-head, like a constant sudden death, but oh no. This is the perfect time for my internet to freeze. Bro. Okay, I thought we were done with those, man. Okay. Hopefully we didn't miss too much. Jordan, kind of far behind Shane here. He needs to get a good time here, so this isn't ideal. We're looking at not the smoothest gameplay. Oh, Jordan took that line better than most of his previous runs. That slope sync, I don't know if this is going to be enough. Oh, another slope sync for Jordan. It won't be. Shane will win Ancient Tomb. Ah. Shane clutches out Ancient Tomb. Will take the win by over a second total. Over a second average. So that wasn't super close by round 5, but still, Jordan gave Shane a run for his money for sure. Heading on to Dunes here. Shane just needs one more map win to lock in the match win. This is one of the easiest maps in the game. This should be Shane's map to take. So if he falters more runs like we have seen on Tomb and like on Laser Tag, then I'd be very shocked. But I would still trust him to come back from it, finish out at least solid enough runs. As I think to beat Jordan, you just need like a sub 33 average. I mean, you can seriously go ultra wide here if you're Shane. Still, I mean, even though Jordan ended up losing Ancient Tomb, I still think he's, kind of riding a wave of high performance. Shane switching into meta avatar. Jordan pulling a Shane Ancient Tomb round 1. Maybe that'll become a new tournament meme. Probably would if Shane ended up losing Ancient Tomb, to be completely honest. But yeah, just judging off these practice runs, I really do not see Shane faltering more than 2 runs. I mean, that would be extremely shocking, at least. I mean, I finished both those runs out with a 32-8. in practice. Obviously not the quickest time, but that doesn't matter right now. Shane's biggest flaw in tournaments, even though he's completely switched platforms, his biggest issue still seems to be just finishing runs. And it managed to end well on Laser, it managed to end well on Tomb, but I mean, he's putting himself in these positions to where if he had a competitor a little stronger than Jordan, say maybe Icy, say in NHL, then these would be complete falters and these would be map losses. So hopefully in future rounds he can improve that. And maybe he's kind of turning it up a notch on Dunes. Seeing Tomb, maybe prior he thought, laser tag was just a freak accident, but I think seeing those mistakes on Tomb kind of enlightened something inside of him. 32-8 again from Shane. Super, super consistent. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm expecting, so. Unless we see, maybe a gnarly slope seal here, Shane won't be losing any time to Jordan. Just not a very volatile map, so not much really to be gained or lost. Yeah, you can see Shane is doing slope jumps that Jordan isn't, which is going to give him like a 0.1 advantage just off the bat. So a big mistake will have to be made on Shane's end for Jordan to fully catch up. You can see how big the margin is already. And that's without a mistake from Jordan. Maybe 32-7 here from Shane. Pick up the pace a little bit. No. Both of them staying perfectly consistent. Same exact times as round one. Shane likely just one solid run away from finishing the match out, winning. Let's see if he can do it. To capture his first match win since Speed Race World Championships 2025. The last win, I think, was against Rube in the semifinals in the winner's bracket. So it's been a very, very long time since Shane won a match. Obviously, losing 3-2 to Chris, losing 3-2 to Marbles. Jordan is maybe making a little bit of a run here. Definitely closer to Shane than previous rounds. Jordan barely hangs on. Shane will be finishing this out. And that will do it. More than likely, Shane likely captured his first match win in, I believe, what would be like 4 months. At least. However, match isn't over. I mean, truly anything can happen on these last 2 rounds of Dunes. Maybe Jordan can get some PB caliber runs with Shane mistakes, and that might be able to catch up to 32-8s and 32-9s that Shane's getting. Because I do think Jordan is just kind of a couple lines away from not being too far away from Shane. If he can hit, it just seems like Jordan just prioritizes finishing the map a little bit too hard. And while clearly that worked, I mean, he did win Northern Cliffs, almost won Ancient Tomb. On maps like Dunes, that strategy is never going to pan out. Yeah, Shane finishing at 32-7. Final run for Dunes here. Shane will capture Dunes. This is obviously a map that Jordan has actually practiced a little bit. I'm not sure how wide Jordan's... Oh, Shane falls off. I'm not sure how wide Jordan's, map skill range is, if that makes sense. Like, players like Shane, Noah Tenzi, they're very solid at basically every map in the game. But there's some players, I know, especially on mobile, who have a narrower amount of maps that they're competitive at. I don't know where Jordan falls on that spectrum. I don't know how many maps he's practiced at a high level. But I think he performed, at least to my standards, on every single one of these maps so far. I don't think I've seen anything where I'm like, this is really bad play. Now we are heading on to the final map in Cosmic Cliffside. I don't know if either of them are going for the M9. I know M9 is something that Jordan expressed wanting to learn. I don't know if he has learned it yet. I don't think he was. I also don't think he was expecting to use that in tournament. I think that's just something that he wants to grind independently for mobile world record. But maybe we'll end up seeing it. Who knows? Maybe he can pull it out if he truly needs to on the last run. Nope. Shane, even though already winning the match, is going to be pulling a Mal, just taking a lot of practice here. But you never can go wrong with that. Oh. Maybe he does need a little bit of practice. If I were him, I would try M9 a little bit. I don't think it's explicitly banned, so I mean, you may as well just have fun, try to get a good average. Not sure what Shane's PR is. Yeah, Shane. Slope seals from Shane. This is honestly not as clean on Cosmic Cliffside as I thought Shane would be. Ew. It's a little ugly, but it might end up working out. Practice 2. Honestly, oh, Shane, maybe going into an M9 avatar. Won't even get a chance to see. Yeah, he will be attempting M9. I don't know why he's using this, like, kind of midway avatar, midway between standard meta and an IC. I would honestly opt for full IC if you're gonna go for it, you may as well just full IC for purely consistency. I mean, I don't think Jordan's going for M9, so if you can just hit it once, then that would be great. So time does not matter, really. It's not a factor here if Shane ends up going for M9 in rounds. Jordan, I think, is kind of unaware that Shane is practicing M9. Seems blissfully unaware. This doesn't look too appealing for Shane right now. He's not. I haven't seen him hit it yet. Part of that is probably this weird. Oh, he got a little bit height there. Part of it's probably just because of the mixed avatar. But that's not M9. Obviously, if Shane ends up throwing this map to M9, it would be unfortunate. A 3-2 win for Shane. Definitely not the scoreline anyone predicted, but regardless, it still would be a match win for Shane. So I don't think he's too stressed out. I think he's just going to try and stress just to see what he can do. Just having a little bit of fun. Both of them taking a lot of practice time here. I mean, we're 1 minute 45 in, and we're still having runs. Yeah, Jordan's not going to be M9ing. I don't think he learned it yet. I think that's just something he wanted to do after this tournament match. All right, round 1 for Cosmic. Obviously, Shane doing skipless looked a little bit slope steely. Kind of, I don't know if there's anything on Cosmic that Shane didn't slope steal on, which is interesting. I don't know what Shane averages on Cosmic R in PC when he grinds for world records, but maybe we'll see. And Shane does opt out of his M9 avatar. Both of them hit it pretty solidly. I think this will be faster than both their practices. Yeah, Jordan. 15-9. Both of them get sub-16s here. Shane, 15-5, will obviously take a huge lead already. And I think Jordan, that might already be out of Jordan's range. But, I mean, maybe Jordan can go for M9. Maybe Jordan can polish up a couple lines. And, again, I keep repeating myself, but I do think Jordan's just a couple lines away from being right there with Shane. Obviously, a little bit of internet issues. Oh, Jordan gets caught. Jordan's a couple lines away from being, honestly, really close to Shane in some of these runs. So, definitely a bright future. 15-4 for Shane. Kind of pushing it further out of Jordan's reach. Having some Sonic comparisons going on in general right now. And I want you guys to... Who are you? Answer that in the comments below. Oh. Who's that?
Hello.
Hello, Lewis.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
We are officially commentating, so I'd appreciate if you didn't do that. Alright, round 3 for Cosmic here. Shane already finishing 2 solid runs out. Just 1 away from completing a solid average, and maybe he can throw a couple attempts at M9 just to see what he can do. Oh, Jordan overshoots. Shane will likely put Cosmic Cliffset away there with a 15.4. Jordan will need to start going for M9s, which I don't know if he's learned yet. I did hear a reset in the lobby. Is that Shane? It is. Shane, I'm going to spend his last 2 rounds just... Maybe he can hit M9. Alright, round 4 here. I'm going to be spectating Shane. No. Not it. Oh! Ah, he got a good look.
Shane should not be using that avatar.
That's what I was saying earlier as well. I don't know why he's using this weird mix between Meta and Icy. Because I looked a little bit better consistency-wise than he did in practice. But I would honestly just go full Icy, as you only have like 1 more chance to hit it. So, and time is definitely not a factor here. Shane already locked in a much stronger average than Jordan. But Jordan is 16-0. Does improve his average a little bit. Or actually, no, it does lock in an average for Jordan. He only had 1 finished solid run before that, so Jordan will still be looking to get a solid average here in round 5 to improve his PR. Whoa. Alright, round 5. Final round of this match. And again, unable to spectate. Hopefully Shane's M9 attempt doesn't go uncaptured, but I believe it probably will have by now. Well. Oh, Shane! I didn't get to capture the M9, but Shane does hit it. That's really unfortunate that the 1 round that I couldn't spectate due to internet issues. Wow. Shane hits the M9 on round 5, sorry. Closing out the match. Yeah. GG's to both competitors. I mean, this was a very fun match. I think Jordan performed pretty well, took Northern Cliffs, was very close on Laser, very close on Tomb. Yeah. This was a very fun match. It was definitely more fun than I was imagining. Props to both these competitors for putting on a match. I will see you all next time, and GG's. Peace.